Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is week 5 of a meal prep series we've been doing focused on healthy eating. If you missed the other episodes, don't worry, you can join us this week and always circle back and check those out because we've had some really good menus. But for this week, we're gonna have a smoothie for breakfast, a mid-morning snack. For lunch will be a new recipe that I've never tried. It is a chicken meatball and it looks really good. We'll have a midday snack in the afternoon and then followed by dinner, which will be a barbecue chicken and roasted vegetables. So I think it should be a good meal prep series. I don't think it should be too hard to do. And hopefully it's a nice, yummy treat all throughout the week. So let's get going, but make sure you stay tuned to the end and I will give you an update on my weight loss after week 4. So let's get cooking. Okay, here's this week's menu. The 2 call outs I'll make here is one for lunch. I use a spicy chili sauce that I really like, but you don't have to have spicy. You can just use any type of chili sauce. And for the dinner, I also use a spicy barbecue sauce. And again, you can just use any barbecue sauce that you want. For the potatoes as well as the asparagus and green beans, I use an olive oil and I like to use a spray if I have it. If not, I'll just drizzle some olive oil on there. And I use salt and pepper, and that's all I do before putting them in the oven to roast. Okay, for the chicken, as you probably saw, I preheated the oven to 400. I coated the chicken with barbecue sauce. I did it in a bowl. It'd probably be easier to do in a bag if you wanted to, but just made sure to get the barbecue sauce all over it. I don't go too crazy because I like to use a little bit of barbecue sauce when I'm eating it. I can dip it in. That's always my favorite. So anyhow, coat the chicken with barbecue sauce, put it in the oven, and it should cook for about 25 to 30 minutes because these are fairly large and there'll be other things in the oven cooking as well. But the key is to flip midway and then cook until it's 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So I always work off of the temperature and just keep an eye on it. The green beans are just about done, so now it's time to add the onions and bell peppers, and I only leave those in the oven for a couple minutes. The asparagus is almost done, so putting on some fajita veggies for just a couple minutes in the oven. Okay, to make the meatballs, I added 2 pounds of ground chicken to 4 garlic cloves minced up, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and half a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of green onion chopped up, and 2 tablespoons of yellow onion also chopped up. And then for the binding agent, I put in half a cup of almond flour, but you could use panko and any other binding agent that you like, but the almond flour keeps it gluten-free. And then I used my favorite chili sauce. It's a spicy, sweet chili sauce, and I did half a cup of that. You can use any chili sauce that you want, but this one is so yummy. Then to mix it, all I did was I used my hands. You could see I hesitated, but honestly, this came together really easy. I only had to mix for a short period of time, and then I started to form the meatballs. And the key to forming the meatballs is just make sure they're consistent in size so they all cook at the same time. I kept mine pretty, probably on the smaller size. I like them that way. But you can make them as large as you want. Just make sure you keep them all consistent so they all cook the same. And remember, you want to cook this to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. It took about 15, 20 minutes. I don't remember, but I did flip them midway to make sure that they were cooking evenly. once the meatballs are done, the final step is to put half a cup of sweet chili sauce into a pan, put it on medium, and put the meatballs in, mix it up, and allow the meatballs to brown. It doesn't take very long, and then they're done. Okay, everything's come together and now it's time to put things in their containers. I generally put about 4, max 5 days in the refrigerator, and I always like to put the last few days of the week in the freezer. And as I work my way through my week and I'm eating all of my meal prep that's in the refrigerator, I will then pull the stuff out of the freezer as it gets closer to the end of the week, so I have those available for the last few days. Hi there, that went pretty well. It went well for me. I didn't create a disaster. The food tasted good, so overall success, right? I'm super happy with that. As far as how I did with my weight loss after week 4, I lost 0.9 pounds. So it's not 2 pounds, but that's okay. I'm still going in the right direction and I'll take it. And hopefully, make up for it next week. We'll see. So please like this video and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me because this is a new channel and I really want to get this out there. So if you can please do that, I'd appreciate it. If you subscribe, put down I subscribed in the comments and I will respond personally to you. So anyhow, I hope you join me next week. I hope you try the meal prep and that you're able to have good, nutritious food all week long, no matter what happens to your schedule. So see you next time. Bye.